Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. I'm Jessie. This is Playful Moon Tarot. So grateful to have you here. And this is going to be a general reading for the full moon that's happening in your sign, Aquarius, on August 1st at 11:31 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to read a part of the Sabian symbol just to kind of get an overall energy and feeling and theme of this full moon in your guys' sign, and then I'm going to pull tarot to get a little bit more into the message. But this is what we're feeling on a collective as well as an individual level. And for you, because the full moon is in your sign, you guys might be feeling this just a little bit more extra strongly. So, the Sabian symbol for this full moon is a popularity that proves ephemeral. The word is appropriation. The theme is the swinging of the pendulum. Symbol speaks to having courage to move forward even when the going gets rough or when it seems there is no appreciation of effort of accomplishment. The image of popularity that proves ephemeral alludes to the inevitable downfall or personal rejection that every individual will experience in some time in their life. The implication is that success is actually the greatest point of challenge in any experience. The average person is inclined to rest on their laurels when he hears applause, while the individual with foresight knows that the pendulum will swing in the other direction. With this full moon, really be your own best friend, be your own best advocate. Realize that there are changes for all of the 12 signs that we are being asked to make, and really sticking to, our unique light, which is what Aquarius is all about, right? You guys are wanting to shine your own unique light in the world, also about just the collective in general, just the people, but really kind of going into this space where I really feel like there's being a lot of change because we are kind of taking that Aquarius lead of shining our unique light again, going with what really calls to our soul, okay? And I feel like for some of you, you guys are really kind of spearheading this campaign with the energy. So the energy we're kind of moving away from with this full moon, Hanged Man. I feel like you guys have been really kind of taking stock recently to really kind of look at things from all different perspectives, all different angles, really reevaluating relationships, jobs, careers, home life, neighbors. I mean, just kind of everything across the board and where you're at now with your life and the transformation that you wanted to see take place. And I feel like with this full moon, some of you guys are really going to start really embracing even more of these changes, right? Because we've got the death card that's coming out for you guys, transformation, really allowing those old structures, old beliefs, old jobs, old relationships to really start to fall away, to make space for these things that are coming in. And look, the sun, it's like the reward is the sun, right? You did the work, you cleared the space that the universe and your soul was asking. Now the sun has a spot to kind of bring these gifts down and shine them down onto your reality. And taking time away from home, taking a beach trip, getting out, and kind of having a little bit alone time for some of you around the time of this full moon is really going to be helpful. Really embracing your intuition. I really feel like you have been getting in touch with your intuition with this Hanged Man energy because the High Priestess just came out as well. And with this full moon, this is also just about intuition as well. There's just a highlighted theme around intuition and our own truths, our own personal truths, how they're changing, how they're shifting. The nodes just recently switched. And so yeah, you guys you guys are kind of really at the beginning part of this change. Like I said, kind of like spearheading this change campaign for some of you guys, because you guys got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Crystals, the Magician. I really feel like there's this newness that you guys are kind of helping all of the other 12 signs to really bring into existence. So the High Priestess and Ace of Wands. With this, taking time out to kind of really reevaluate how things have been showing up in your world, how relationships have been making you feel recently, or a job, and if it's still in alignment with you. Really like getting in connection with your intuition. The High Priestess really is very connected with the moon, very connected with her inner guidance, and really I feel like you've been getting these inspirational insights and downloads from your intuition that really kind of gave you pause and gave you thought. And then it really kind of inspired you guys to go in a different direction, because this Ace of Wands is really like the starting point. It is that moment of realization, and a seed is planted and then you go with it, right? And wands are all about what we're passionate about, what we want to go after, what's that, fulfillment of our soul. And so there is that sense that you guys have really kind of taken pause and you're like, this relationship's not doing it for me anymore. And also with the South Node going into Libra, that has really been an evaluation across the board for all 12 signs. All of us are reevaluating our relationships, our coworkerships, our partnerships, our friendships, our acquaintanceships, our familyships, our everything that is in relation. How do we relate inwardly? How do we relate to ourselves? How do we relate to our passions? What we're passionate about? Is it something that we hold in judgment because it's not fitting what the social norm is? Or are you going to really embrace that Aquarius energy, right? Strike out and be your own unique self, to heck with the rest of what social norms are. Ace of Crystals, with this death card, with this Ace of Wands that came in, and now it's like really kind of sparked this new way of doing things down here tangibly on the earthly plane. So some of you guys might have recently just said goodbye to a relationship, or maybe you switched jobs, or maybe you have let go of a certain belief system that's going to allow you to embrace what you're passionate about now. However this is showing up for you, there's a newness about what you're doing here in the physical as well, which I feel like is also going to inspire. So 3 of Crystals, community. I feel like you are inspiring the community around you to embrace some of these changes around the full moon. Other people seeing that the changes that you have accepted the challenges of and conquered, and now they're seeing how that has made a positive effect on your life, and now they're going, hey, I want a little bit of that too. It's possible for me. You're showing people that it's possible for them to achieve things in their own life. 3 of Crystals. So still keep with this community card. This community card is really strong for you guys as far as your influence on your community. You're changing the community dynamic and influence around you just by the changes that you have made for yourself. The positive effects that the people are seeing is really that spearhead moment of showing other people that it's possible, and then them having faith that it is possible. The Magician with the Sun, I really feel like you guys are just unlocking things that are really showing you guys what this new potential is for you guys, and it's really giving you that positive reinforcement that you need to keep going. It's like you put out a art project and you get 100 likes and you thought you were going to get 20, and you're like, wow, I got like 80 more than I thought. I'm going to, those little positive nudges, I'm going to keep going. This is making me feel good. It's bringing me emotional fulfillment. It's having a positive effect on the community around me. How do I, keep going with these ideas? How do I make it bigger? How do I expand on it? There's just a sense of really standing in your truth and showing other people that it's possible. Page of Crystals. I feel like with this card right now, it is really kind of that childlike energy of look at what is possible. Anything is possible, and kind of being in that anything is possible mind frame and really receiving the blessings. And again, showing the people around you that it's possible, showing the people around you that they can do it too, that, change is scary, but they can make those necessary changes and get a positive result as well. If you need to rest though, rest, because I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of taking that leadership role and, stepping up to the bat, taking on the responsibilities, but also rest too. Okay. Just really self-care. It's been a really big theme for just this summer in general. And just also around the time of this full moon, really rest. Really, I feel like a really kind of joyous energy for most of you. I feel like some of you guys are still kind of a little bit wobbly with some of these changes in the different energies, but you guys are kind of getting it, and you guys are going to get there, and you guys see like, oh, it's okay. I'm going to be okay. But you kind of got pushed in the pool by your grandpa, but you had your floaties on, but still that kind of initial push in, you're still kind of like, woo. But I feel like you guys are working it out. I feel like you guys are seeing how you can be the leader for yourself and others, but still remember to nourish yourself, still take time out for yourself, still take time to take a break, take a rest. If you just don't have it in you that day to go do all the social engagements that maybe you had priorly planned, it's okay. Just take a rest, take a break. So the love notes from the universe that popped out from the Fox Under the Moon deck are, I make a difference. And I really feel like this is you kind of like spearheading this change campaign for a lot of us, right? This full moon in your guys' sign, really showing us how we all can step into our own authentic light and share it with the world. So really realize that you guys are making a difference. You're making a beautiful difference. You're making a positive difference. I am worthy of receiving love. Also from yourself too, okay? Don't close yourself off for your own self-love, and don't always rely on others to give you that love and validation. And I have compassion for yourself and compassion for others. So really take time to nourish yourself, really take time to really just embody this new energy and celebrate with the sun too, also coming out for this full moon reading for you guys. Really celebrate all of the accomplishments, celebrate the completion of a cycle. If you guys feel like you have like completed something and been released to the universe, and as you like move on to this next new chapter, really rejoice and be thankful for everything that cycle taught you and brought you. And then, just be really open to this next cycle that is starting for you guys. So hopefully something in that message resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy full moon.